things in a certain way.
You want to be productive and you want to get all of these things done, but then at the same time, you find yourself very distracted and this self-wallow of like, I can't really do anything.
I didn't feel in control when it came to my thoughts. I was impulsive, lying a lot. I felt absolutely hopeless. I didn't think that there was a way to feel better. I didn't think that I wanted to feel better.
It's really hard to talk about even to this day.
Our traditional ways of hospitalizing people, it's not working.
Mental illness and poverty, those things kill you.
Meds. Hi there. Let's start. I'm founder of Human Brain Expo, and we actually working on a big mission here. And this little symposium was created with one simple goal to share the our vision, our goal, and as you're probably aware, despite of the global development, despite of the absolutely exciting breakthroughs and absolutely amazing innovations, for some reason, officially, statistically, we actually, as a human being, we're in declining stage, literally. According to the global index regarding our social development, first time in many decades, we're actually on a recession stage, when on a declining stage. The thing is, it looks like we, as a humankind, we have really bad understanding how those innovations has actually impact us on a short term, impact us the way how we communicate, the way how we interact with each other, and the way how we consume, absorb information, how we protect our integrity, and how we evaluate our ethics and morals. What do we know? According to the studies, according to the latest studies, according to the most reputable organizations, what we know is most current innovations, especially ChatGPT, changed significantly psycholinguistics, changed the way people consume, understand the information, and the way how we interpret information. That's interesting in the fact that it's not just going to change the way we learn, our kids learn. We don't know it. We're not sure 100% what kind of impact is going to make in the future for us. What do we know is cognitive global index in terms of cognitive decline. Globally, we as a human in a cognitive decline, meaning that our cognitive ability is definitely lower than cognitive abilities of our ancestors. We know that the rates of the such diseases as dementia, the rates of those diseases significantly increased in the last years. If we're talking about mental health, the mental health situation, it's not something that discussable or something we can hide ourselves from or literally close eyes and not discuss. Mental health, currently, we're literally living in a mental health crisis, and that's not literally avoidable. Mental health, bad mental health situations basically impacts all aspects of our wellness, personal relationship, the way how things got done in multiple ways, then how information got absorbed by the people, how people react and live in certain situations. So the Human Brain Expo had originally was created with the goal basically get a better understanding of what's going on with basically collective effort of people with different backgrounds. Also, our goal is engage and collaborate. So we will be more grounded to real facts and supported by multiple specialists and professionals in the area. Anyhow, what is Human Brain Expo? Human Brain Expo, first and foremost, never been meant as just events. No. Human Brain Expo is actually digital tools. It's a combination of digital tools that allow you, that provide you access, help you to protect, share, and nourish of your invention. Inventions that truly are dedicated to survival and help humanity in certain ways. And help to understand what is the best way to approach things and what is the best way to literally do and create, develop the right approach toward managing of the innovations, of the current innovations and coming innovations. Let me talk a little bit about the entire story behind Human Brain, because Human Brain Expo has amazing story of the development. So Human Brain Expo, I consider Human Brain Expo actually start the idea in my head, a period back then when I created my first line of the product. Very, very scientific. Every single piece of those garments were dedicated to safety and protection of people who are wearing it, because from my personal experience, me as a scientist, I've been multiple times, I've been working with very dangerous compounds, and I've been in a dangerous situations multiple times. And for me, it was obvious that we lack of something that would simply protect us in the lab. Moreover, I was getting a lot of feedbacks from the people who actually been in a similar situation. We know that there are rates, there are mortality rates. A lot of kids, students who work with in the labs, they actually died because of unpredictable situations. And when I launched, I consider, so a little bit about my background. I've been working on the drug development and scientific lab for a decade. And then I switched to the business development with, I got my second degree in business administration. I was working on business development for a while, almost a decade as well. So, and for me, I was pretty sure and clear regarding the all understanding marketing science together. And I was thinking I'm on a good, level of comprehension of the situation on the local stage, on the global stage, and I did not thought that I will embrace any issues. Anyhow, when I launched my product and I started to actually, I consider to be innovative, when I started to literally trying to sell it, I figured out that all those old theories regarding the marketing, regarding business development, they're actually not working in the real environment. I was, the funny moment, I'm always like to tell the story regarding the funny situation I've been getting with all those garments, especially here in the Silicon Valley. When I pitched at one event, I actually were meeting those people after 4 months, 6 months, and I've been talking to those people, and I was asking for what they think about their impressions, and I realized that what people had in how the message people had nothing to do with what I was talking, and has absolutely nothing to do with what I was trying to convey. They had their own perception, they had their own understanding of the situation that has nothing to do with what's been shown, what's been said. And I was in this point, I figured out that something we know about innovation management, about the way how things work, is not actually applicable in the real situation, in real environment. And I started to do a lot of research regarding the how people absorb information, how they perceive things. And I met a very interesting person. I met Dr. Pradeep, and he is author of the book, which explains how unconscious mind work, that most of the people, they're making decisions regarding the purchase and they're making decisions about things around them absolutely unconsciously, and has nothing to do with logic. It has nothing to do with, very often has nothing to do even what's been said, what's been shown. So the interesting thing is our mind, our brain created in a way that basically makes us think certain way, and we have to thanks to current modern neuroscience development, we equipped better. We have better tools basically to understand how actually human mind consume information, how people actually perceive things, what actions they do. Of course, a lot of people, they literally, especially big corporations, they use the knowledge we know, right? Like social media, people, they abuse certain knowledge regarding how human brain works, and they play around with our dopamine that goes, that works not well for us in general in multiple ways, especially for our mental wellness. But the funny moment is, well-known fact, like back then, it's been, 15 years ago. So people were fighting, like in advertisement, people were fighting for the attention. They were thinking that the most important fact in advertisement, they grab people's attention. Well, the modern science currently tell us that that's not such a thing, that you can get attention. People literally can watch your whatever information you got, but will they purchase? Not a fact. So the attention works not in the way that we knew like 15 years ago, meaning that those people who are actually were making money based on attention all this time, it's wrong. According to the modern science, it's actually wrong approach to things, and it's not going to make them any profit and any benefits for them, especially in the long term, because attention works in an absolutely different way. And it's even if you grab people's attention, it doesn't mean that they're going to retain it, or they're going to basically make a decision about the information they got. Unfortunately, in the current era of ADHD, most of the information they got using the attention, it's going to be wasted, and it actually keeps literally as a waste in the brain, and that's works actually against their cognitive mental health, and doesn't make any good for businesses or anything else. It's a funny moment. I mean, I just love it so much. Anyhow, my personal journey. So I started to learn and research how actually human brain works, and I developed my first program, and I actually wrote a book that connects the dots, that explains how human brain actually how mental health, how we connect the dots, how actually mental health connected to our brain health, and how you can manipulate certain things in your life, like very basic things in terms of behavior patterns, in terms of the way you observe, consume information, the way how you sleep, the way how you eat, how it impacts us, and which way, how you can manipulate with it, what is so important about psychology, and how actually psychology connected to our brain. So if you didn't read my book, I highly encourage you to do so. Anyhow, based on the information, based on the knowledge I got, I created a program. Of course, this program is meant just, to shed like a light on the understanding. And of course, in terms of like scalability and in terms of the actual business side of the deal, it's not going to work. That's why in the last years, we put a lot of efforts in developing of a scalable approach, automated approach that will basically help holistically approach the mental wellness, and will be more focused on the prevention and testing of the mental health condition. And we on a good stage of it. And if you would like to join us in a certain way, you are very welcome. And keep watching after 3H Brain, because we're going to have a lot of new things soon. One of the most exciting things that we've been working on is the app called Neurotoxicity, that basically shows how products, how certain environmental things impact you, how toxic it is, and how it's going to impact you on the short term and the long term. Very exciting things. Anyhow, first Human Brain Expo gathering happened in 2023. Why I decided to bring people together? Well, that's important. That's important. We see. I'm always looking for the for bringing people together and finding collaborations, because when you it's a different thing when you kind of have when you have Russian background in the United States. It's a very different. You're pretty much in a situation that you cast away pretty much from everything, just simply because of your Russian background. Because of all the perceptions and attitudes toward people with who comes from the from Russia. But anyhow. Human Brain Expo, again, Human Brain Expo, it's not just events. It's a combination of tools. It's a digital tool that help you protect, share, and nourish your intellectual property, your literally the inventions you're making. How we do it? Well, of course, we have developed approach to the legal side in terms of the IP protection and in terms of IP transfers. So if you're interested, you always can get more information on our website or connect with us. And again, Human Brain Expo were meant like to serve a certain function, to serve you find the right network, because usually when innovators, when people who actually have some created something, of course, experiencing a lot of obstacles in the development. And often they think that they lack of, financial part, but the truth is, very often they just lack of the understanding of the environment and lack of the network they needed to push the innovation forward. Anyhow, we on a growing stage, and if you if you have interesting to share, please join us. You're very welcome, basically, to join us. Okay, so as I already said, Human Brain Expo and 3H Brain, it's ecosystem. Basically, it covers professional side and it covers patient side. So we are basically gathering information, nourishing information, and we are developing the best tool to provide those last innovation to the patients. And as I said, 3H Brain on the developing stage, and it's meant to be a holistic approach to the brain health, mental health management. So please stay tuned. Another thing that I would like to share is, give me a second, the last slide. So after talking with and after communicating with professionals from mental health organizations, like non-profit organizations, different clinics, what we realized, what the main problem is actually taboo associated with the mental health. I think is very often people don't have good understanding the impact their mental health has on their personal professional life. People simply don't go to the professional. They don't consider it as a problem. And the taboo associated with the mental health is actually a very serious issue. So we decided to create immersive experience event dedicated to the mental health that would actually create fun experiences for the families, but in a certain way explaining the how mental health, how counseling, how what kind of tools up there available is that mental health is not something that you have to hide, you have to struggle. It's absolutely manageable, and it's most of the people have it currently nowadays, and it's something we have to embrace on a global scale. Anyhow, I'm done here. Finally. Anyhow, today we're going to have really amazing speakers who develop their personal innovative approach toward the understanding human brain metrics, human brain data to transform it in a real business, personal professional business outcomes. So please stay tuned. And now I would like to welcome my co-host,